Edmen Shahbazyan's pursuit of breaking Jon Jones's record for the youngest champion in UFC history took a big hit on Saturday when he suffered his first career loss in a third-round TKO to Derek Brunson in the UFC on ESPN 31 headliner in Las Vegas. A difficult fight for Shahbazyan to digest here. He was ultimately broken down over the course of the action. Brunson just had a little bit too much for him in terms of the takedowns. The experience shined through in that fight, and Shahbazyan did not really have an answer and ultimately gets stopped early in the third round. It'll be interesting to see how he rebounds from this. He was highly touted coming in. The next big thing in the middleweight division, managed by Ronda Rousey, if you haven't heard that a million times, and he was looking very good coming in. His 4 UFC fights, very, very impressive. He very much earned this opportunity to fight a name like Brunson, but he just couldn't put it together on this night. The future, of course, very, very bright for Shahbazyan. I still think all the talent is there, and I think this loss only is going to help him grow and flourish going forward, and I think he is still deserving of big fights in the middleweight division. I think if you're him, there is an interesting option out there in Kelvin Gastelum, the former interim title challenger. Gastelum on a rough run of his own, 3 consecutive losses. We recently saw him suffer a defeat in just 78 seconds against Jack Hermansson with the heel hook. He is in an interesting spot for his own career, still relatively young. Gastelum being in a lot of big fights, but now I think given his skid, he is going to have to look to fight down in the rankings, have to take on someone who may have more to gain from beating him than he does the opposite way around. And I think that is a position Shahbazyan finds himself in. If he can beat Gastelum despite the skid, there is still some solid recognition around Gastelum's name, and I think that would be a very, very compelling fight.